No more. You're not in the bahay ni Kuya anymore, bro.
Okay, there's no beat. Okay.
Kuya remarked again with
Okay,
the chocolate.
chocolate bombs.
Let's go.
Chocolate.
I love it. Thank you so much, sir. You're the man,
Like, okay.
boss.
So basically, when they said okay, we'll go. They said they took me to the final round of the PBB auditions, interviewed me, and then after that they said okay, go to the PBB pictorial, and I told my daughter, I was like, oh my god, you're gonna like my okay, can't be high.
Going nuts. Yeah, yeah,
My Lola was like, "Oh my God, Anak, you're going to PBB. Come with
yeah.
Anak." And she's my grandma. And then yeah, my grandma's my Lola from my Filipino side. She's the only grandparent I have as of now. And then she's like, "Oh, my anak is in PBB." And then my mom told her friends, and she was so proud of it. And then my mom gave me like the biggest hug. Oh my God, you're gonna be PBB! Ah! Just a typical Filipino mom, I guess, like so hyper. Um, and then sometimes it was a very proud moment for her. And then my sister didn't expect that it would follow through at all. So when apparently she told me that after was inside the house, she said that, oh my gosh, I was so proud of seeing you that I was actually kind of bragging about like this to my friends. And not only that, like people in my school were like telling my sister, oh yeah, Paige, I saw your brother on television. And it was like, yeah, it's kind of what it was. So yeah, that
Big
was,
Brother, Big Brother in the UK is pretty popular as well, right?
yeah, yeah, it is. But
But I heard that it's different. Like the voice of Kuya, it's just a random voice. It can even be a girl voice. So I don't think it's as cool because like with the mystique of PBB, it's like Kuya is his own character. Do you know what I mean?
exactly. The Koya is
Yeah.
his character, and he has that deep voice. When you have that deep, intimidating voice, that deep, intimidating voice actually implies that someone's kind of bigger than you, someone's there to teach you something. But
Yeah.
in Australia, the UK, the US, Big Brother is just a robot voice.
Yeah. It's random.
What?
Did you feel any additional pressure to do well in PBB knowing all of this? Like,
Um, I didn't put any pressure on myself because I always thought like the voting, it's not going to be much of a variable in my control. Like it's a factor as to whether or not people like me. So I was kind of generous. I was kind of a bit nervous, but my manager said that I will trust you will either be in top. Okay, never mind. I can't tell. My manager said I'll trust you'll be placed up high and not evicted. I was like, oh crap. Then to him, I would disappoint him like if I got evicted early. So,
but you didn't disappoint him, bro. He was correct in his assessment, man. Do you
yeah,
believe in manifestation? That's a big thing I like to push in my podcast, man. Manifesting things.
I do believe in manifesting. Yeah,
So like if you think about it, your manager basically manifested that for you because you did make it to the top five, man.
yeah, I did. I did. Yeah, I was
What
just
was that like? What was that feeling for you where you were already out of the house? Oh no, because the teens were the last, right? So you guys never got to leave.
yeah, no,
Yeah, because I forgot. Yeah, you guys were the last, so you never got to leave. So like,
yes.
how long were you actually in the house for, bro?
It's just like okay. I think say around mid March, March 20, March 21st. Right? I was there. Because I had to quarantine for 1 week, like March
Until
20th
May.
until the end of May. Yeah,
Jeez, that's so long, bro.
2.5 months or 3 months. So like,
Oh,
dude, honestly, I was expecting that when I got out of the house, something crazy would happen, like Queen Elizabeth would die or something.
oh, that's funny, bro. Um, were you part of the? Were you part of them when you guys started in the mountains, right? Like in a camp.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Talk
Yeah.
to us about that because you're the first person I'll interview who actually experienced that. Because the first person I interviewed from Teen, Stephanie Jordan, she came in late because she had problems with her passport. So what was that like, man? Were you blindfolded all the way to the camp?
Yes.
Sheesh, bro. Did you feel like a kidnapped victim, man? Like in the car with the, because I can only imagine, bro. Like when they brought me from the hotel to Kuya's house, I was telling them like, yo, take the blindfold off. I know where we're going. Dude. It's not a mystery to me. I know exactly where we're gonna be at. Then they're like, no, you have to. And then they gave me a little like bootleg iPod Nano, and then like the
Yeah,
only
bro,
yeah,
bro,
the bootleg
yeah.
iPod,
They gave
diba?
me,
Tapos
they gave me the
puro
MP3, bro.
yeah, puro Taylor Swift lang yung kanta. It's like, dude, ayoko, patayin mo na lang. Kunin mo na to. Nakakainis, dude.
Bro, that's so funny. Like, here's a story. Actually, I was when I was quarantined in the house, I was allowed to. I brought my PlayStation for like the first 3 days just to occupy myself.
Yeah.
Wrote some books to study. Brought in the PlayStation, played Call of Duty, and then I couldn't have it. And then in my mind, I was like, okay, what if they're just like human trafficking? Like,
Right?
tell you
Yeah,
what,
dude.
this is not PvP. This is human trafficking right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm blind and everything.
And like, paano yun? Like, what if you had to use the banyo on the way to the camp? No, you can't. You can't.
Oh,
There's
we
no
can't.
stocks.
We can't. There was this portable toilet. That was okay. Basically, what it was like a toilet, and then just right above it was the shower. That's it. Toilet, and then the shower there. That's it. And then like a tap right over there to just brush your teeth. But I didn't brush my teeth in the toilet, of course. I brushed my teeth like in the kitchen. Uh, so yeah,
Hindi ko kaya, bro.
yeah.
Hindi ko talaga kaya. That's why I can never go camping, man. Like, I need I need to be able to drop a deuce in peace, dude. Like I can't do it out in the wild.
You
Cause like
can't.
I feel I
You can't
can't,
use the
bro.
leaves.
I couldn't even like my first few days in the house, I couldn't poop, bro. Like it was because like there's no lock in the banyo. I was trying to like hold the door, like
Oh,
you
bro,
know,
no
there's
way. Wait. There was an occupied sign, right?
I never saw it. Like I never
Oh,
really flipped it. I never really cared. Like I would just scream to everyone, like, "Yo, I'm going to the bathroom. No one come inside." Like,
yeah. Oh, bro, that's so crazy. There's this one time, like every time I would, even when I would see the bathroom occupied sign, like, and no one comes out for a long time, I would knock five
knock.
times,
Yeah.
like 5 times 5. I'd knock 25 times just to see if anyone would respond or anything.
Because
Oh my goodness! Then
you
I
can never
opened the
tell,
door.
bro. Because sometimes they forget to flip it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's perfectly human. Everyone forgets these things.
Yeah.
And then I
Especially
opened.
like you're not used to it, you know, like in your house all these years, you never had to flip a sign when you were in the banyo, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So I opened the door and then I saw a housemate. Oh crap! But I'm not gonna say the name. But then the housemate was just washing their hands, and then just yeah. I was like,
Dude,
bro,
si TJ the best.
huh?
Like uh there was a time where we had to like I forgot what it was. Basta like it was one of those activities where it's supposed to make everyone cry. And then Angie Salvacion was talking about like I think her dad, what happened to her dad. So everyone was so emotional already, right? And then Karen goes to the banyo. She goes to the bathroom. The sign said occupied, right? And then she just opens the door, and then
Oh,
the next thing you hear is, "Oh my god!" Because TJ's like sitting down, and TJ doesn't even flinch anymore. When the door opens, he goes, "Hey."
no way! Was not it though, was it?
I don't know. I don't know if it was, bro, but it was the greatest of all time. Because you know how like the whole house has mirrors, right?
Huh?
So I was looking at Angie. So picture it, right? This is the sofas. It's where the sofas were.
Yeah.
So Angie was standing there, and then the dining table would be here, right? And you know where the bathroom is. So this is all mirrors, right? So I'm looking at Angie, but I can see what's going on through the mirror, bro. Karen literally jumped out of her shoes, bro. Like, she's like, oh my god! It was
No
the
way!
funniest thing that happened in the house, bro.
That's just so crazy. I heard that Brenda also had some crazy moments. Like Michael told me that Brenda like showed off her backside. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know, bro. I maybe I wasn't there anymore, but Kyle walked in on me also. But because I got food poisoning in the house, bro. I got food poisoning in the house, and they were all telling me, dude. They were all telling me like, don't eat it, don't eat it, because it was Sam's birthday, and like I love gata. Do you know what gata is? It's like stuff cooked with coconut milk. So it's my favorite, bro. Like ginatang, like vegetables, crabs, whatever it is. If it's a gata, I'm gonna eat it,
Bro, I love crabs.
right? And then Brenda was telling me like, "Yo, don't eat it." Even Madame Inuts, she was like, "Yo, Albi, dalawang araw na yan, don't eat it." It's like, "Kaya ko to, man. Like, I'm tough. I can eat this, bro." I swear. Remember how they tell you that there's 24/7 surveillance? If you ever need help, you can just ask for it. I asked for it. No one helped me, bro. I was like, I grabbed my lapel in the bed. You know how it's so cold in the bedroom, right?
Huh?
Dude, I was sweating. Pawis na pawis, dude. The cold sweats na. I was like, Kuya, I need help. And then no one came to help, bro. So I just crawled to the bathroom, vomiting my brains out in the toilet. And then, like, I just fell asleep next to the toilet, bro. Like, literally hugging the toilet, man. And
No
then,
way.
yeah, dude, like, everyone else was asleep. And then I guess Kyle had to take a piss. So, like, he goes in the door. And, like, he goes inside. You know, I can tell he's still half asleep because like he's doing this, and then like the sound of the door wakes me up. So I'm like, what's up, bro? So it takes Kyle 5 seconds to realize that I'm there. So he's like, then I go, what's up, bro? Then he just goes, ah! I was like, dude, buffering ka ata, bro. Naka 3G yung utak mo, pa Wi-Fi mo
That
na
was
yan,
not.
man.
That was not Ed, was
That
it?
was not aired, bro. And then I think like the next day, wala pang laundry eh. So I only had white pants left. And my tummy was wrecked. So I told teacher, like, dude, this is the worst time for me to wear white pants, bro. Because it's like if an accident happens, bro,
Oh no, bro.
it's over, bro. I'm in white pants. Yeah. Um. Let's talk about like what happened like after when you got outside PBB. Like you said, like you were thinking, what if like something happened, so if Queen Elizabeth dies. But what really happened? How was the impact? How did it impact you when you got out of PBB?
Like I was before I got out because I was in the house for so long. I was just like you know how prisoners when they go to prison they get really anxious to get out sometimes because prison life like spent 40 years and when they go outside they're anxious that they get exiled or something like that. When I was about to get outside the house and I was about to know it was over, I was like, okay, what if like the outside world hate me? Like I was getting so anxious. I was like, oh my gosh, what if I was gonna get so bashed to the degree that I am not? Because I don't know. Like, of course, people tell you not to care what people think of you, but for me,
But it's hard, bro. It's impossible to care not to care what people think, man.
of course. And then like, I was just, I was just so anxious. Like, oh, what do people think of me? Maybe I'm being bashed. I did something wrong. And then I just got so anxious. Like I was out in the last few days. It was just like last few days in PPE, I was just like, oof, gosh, I better make the most of it. Maybe I go outside and people are like, hey, row with it.
Boo Rob, yeah.
And that didn't happen. So I was quite lucky. I've got to thank God. I've got to thank uh, I've got to thank these people. And yeah, it's just luck. I was quite lucky. So because I've been in there for so long, I was just very anxious. And when I got out, it was just like very warm welcome. So yeah.
Okay, hold on, bro. I gotta use the bathroom. I'm so sorry. Can you like just greet your fans for a bit?
Yeah,
I don't want to cut it short just because I have to use the bathroom.
that's all cool. Alright, albiecasinos of Angel, Pearl, Clint, LB, mainly Rob Scene, hello Rob, Caddy Ning, 105.8k diamonds on LB's 208k diamonds, approximately 208.8k diamonds. Joseph, where's Buddy? SM, Maxine, where's Max? She's in place right now, she's in the house. I know that for sure. Joseph, actually, I bought flowers a couple days ago. 100 pesos for white flower, white roses. But they're not in good condition anymore, and they're quite they're quite rotten. Yeah, rotten. How how bagan bagan. Can you sing, Rob? And underscore. See, dot 6, maraming salamat para sa Miss Communiverse, Maxine Flower, Margot 1108, just Marco. You Robbie to the max, Jess and Marco 19. Share this live, share the love, share the live. Frances underscore Aubrey, Max Mix 09. Oh, birth date. Thank you, CM. And you. Pumunta sa barrio si albiecasino. CM happy birthday. Yes, Uncle. I agree. Like at the CM. I agree at the CM. Opo. Zamboanga. Hello po. We miss you to the very max. Namimiss ko you. Namimiss ko din very max. Current show or series. Yes, I am in the chosen one. No, what's up?
Anyway, before I had to use a banner, like I wanted to say, you know why I think it's just because like the reason why you weren't hated is out of all my years here in the industry, I noticed that people like sincerity, man. As long as you're yourself, I don't think you can go wrong with that because people can honestly sense fake people, man. Like you can only be fake for so long until the real you starts to show, bro.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. That's yeah. That's actually really true because, like, in my opinion, like in the house, it's like you can you can sort of put on this filter or sort of put on this personality, but eventually, like, you're in a house for 24 hours. They can record. They can publish whatever they want. You've literally signed a contract to say that whatever the public image is of me, I completely agree not to sue any. Yeah, you signed a contract. You were willing to do it under your own free will. So, um, yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. I mean, eventually, your real character, your real core is gonna show up.
It will always show, man. The real you will always come out, and that's it's nice that you're so young and you're authentic to yourself, bro. Don't ever change that, man. No matter what happens in your journey, just be true to yourself moving forward.
Mhm. That's
So you mentioned something earlier. You did you do Idol Philippines?
Yeah, I did.
What year? Were you
Uh,
with the same with Shania and Angie?
I was actually I was actually the first ever eliminated in Idol Philippines. Yeah.
What was the Idol Philippines experience like for you?
I was not living in the Philippines. I flew over from Qatar to audition.
Okay.
So I was feeling very jet lagged, and I had a different singing coach at the time, so I wasn't able to really belt out. And my singing coach just right now changed my life for the better. But and it made like this huge big difference. So it was actually a fun experience. It was like my first taste of what show business was like in the Philippines. I just kind of want to get to know people, kind of want to touch the waters and see who people are. Just kind of want to observe everyone. Just before I talk too much when I'm 16, I was a bit shy. So I was like, okay, I wanna see who these people are, and then the more because I did commercials in Qatar. I did oh yeah, did commercials in the UAE too. Um,
That's nice. What was that like? Let's talk about the commercials in the UAE. Is
oh,
the process very different here? Do you guys still do go sees? How is it like there?
go sees. We don't do go sees in the UAE. We do castings because I was like I wasn't like in any television series in the UAE. Like no, like
Okay.
they don't shoot that unless it's like it's solely aimed towards Arabs. But
Yeah, yeah,
shoot they don't shoot like coming of age films like Hollywood quality. So
yeah. Of course.
yeah, most of that opportunity is in the UK or the US. But in terms of commercials, that was it's basically they do casting, they do the same thing, profile, you're signed under an agent, and I also did a couple of workshops. Um, there and basically, when I got my first ever commercial, which was a Yazmall commercial, it was
Oh,
Yazmall.
what's a Yasma?
Yazmall. It's a mall in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
It's a very famous mall. There's a theme park called Ferrari World, and
Okay.
and the fastest roller coaster on earth as of now is in Ferrari World. And the cool thing about Yas Mall is you can go from Yas Mall and then go to the entrance of Ferrari World. So
Oh, so
imagine
it's inside the mall.
it's not inside the mall. It's connected to the mall though.
All
So,
right, I see.
so you go like that's one of the insane things. Like imagine a world class theme park being connected to the mall. But anyways,
Yeah.
as soon as we got that commercial, I couldn't sleep the night before the shooting because
You're so excited.
I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually about to be on camera for the first time and be published. This is going to be amazing. Um, and yeah, just my very, very first time because I've never experienced anything like shooting. I've always experienced school plays. I've always been experiencing acting clubs, like drama clubs, and it was something I did, as a hobby for fun. And now I'm there, like doing a commercial. Like now I've got a job out of this. It's like, oh wow, this is like this is my first step in this, and um, yeah, it was just we spent the whole day inside the mall shooting, um, and I didn't do any of the skating because I had a stunt double because I was a skater boy, um,
Okay.
and it's just wild. So yeah, it's just wild. Couldn't sleep the night before, but the Yaz Mall experience was fun and also it wasn't too rigorous of a shoot. Like I've seen I've I've seen some shoots and I've seen some rehearsals that just drain you in show business. Like even in school plays, like people, because there are people who didn't memorize their lines and they're getting so tired because like everything's packing up. But
How long did the whole commercial take? Like, what time was your call time? What time did you end? If you
I
remember.
I needed to be there at 2 o'clock in the morning,
Jesus.
4 o'clock in the morning. But I remember, oh no, I needed to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
But we then from 6 o'clock in the morning to like 12 or 1 o'clock
The next day.
the next day. Yeah, that's
Tagal din.
that's that's how long I spent in the entire mall. But it wasn't rigorous because there was a mall and I could just go around and you know
Okay, yeah, I see.
go
I see, I see.
go eating or go shopping. It wasn't too much of a rigorous shoot that first time. So yeah.
What was it like when you moved to the UAE? Like, I'm sure it was completely different culture wise.
Oh
Cause
my gosh,
yeah, from Europe to like a Muslim nation. What was
yeah.
that like?
Oh my gosh. I thought Florida, like, because I went to the UAE just right after the US, and I thought, my gosh, I thought Florida was hot. This is
Yeah,
scorching.
it's
Like,
literally a desert.
yeah, like as soon as I was in the UAE, I was getting heat rashes everywhere,
Yeah,
all over my body, and for the weather, first thing, but the architecture, the roads are beautiful. Um, Culture shock. Well, because the signs were in English and Arabic was optional, even though I'm in the Arab region, I was kind of shocked that Arabic wasn't like a prioritized language. It was English. So yeah, I was very surprised about that. And at the time, yeah, just a huge culture shock. But um, as well as that, it's quite fun. I was kind of like when I went to Dubai, I was kind of expecting to see pet cheetahs out of cars
yeah,
because that's what they tell you before you go to
yeah.
Dubai. And then I didn't really see that much of them. But every now and then, like in Dubai, I saw like a few supercars, like a few Lamborghinis, a few Bentleys. Um, but the Arabic culture was really was also something that struck me. Like they have a lot of Arabic dates. I was also excited to know about a lot about like the history of the Arab world, like how it sort of contributed to a modern understanding of like medicine and stuff. Uh, like visiting like old Arab style villages in the UAE. Looking at people like wearing that little Emiratis thing. I don't really know what it's called, but it's quite good. And plus, the perfume was really strong. And the perfume
Oh,
released, like the steam comes out, and yeah, they love that. They love that perfume's being released. And they
if you
are
had to, if you had to choose, since you've been to both, you've been to extreme cold. You know how like in the UK it's always raining. It's very cold all the time, and then you've been to extreme heat in the desert. Which would you rather be at?
extreme heat or extreme cold. Hmm, probably it's a hard one. I would love to be probably. I love the cold actually,
The
because
cold is better for you.
yeah, because like there's the cold is not going to be there for that long anyways.
I see. Yeah, you're right about
You know
that.
what I mean? But if I were to choose between countries, I like it here actually, even though it doesn't snow. I like the moisturize. It's not scorch. It's hot, but it's not scorching like it is in the UAE.
It's humid heat. It's
It's
wet heat.
wet heat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dry heat is crazy. It's like hindi ka pinagpapawisan eh kasi natutuyo ka agad yung pawis mo. You don't even know that you're getting sunburned na because it's just so hot.
Totoo, totoo. Pero
Yeah,
ako ng cold kasi I want to be in a cold country.
I
Yeah.
want to be in a cold climate.
It's like
What was your favorite country? Oh, yeah, besides the Philippines, which one? What is your favorite country to have lived in?
uh hmm, probably the US or the UK. Um, the US probably. That was one of my favorites to say. Um, there's just like I know it has nothing to do with me as a kid, but when you're in the UAE, people have like a limited contract, and so people have a limited contract, and they're not even granted UAE citizenship. So that kind of that influences the work culture, as in no one can really make a genuine connection. They're always just there for you to either solely network and not make any genuine connection. They're just they're always kind of after you for something. But in America, like if you're if you get broke or UK get broke, you have citizenship to not keep you deported, and it's more relaxed there. But especially in America, people have citizenship. So I would have to say to me, even though I was British, the Americans were quite welcoming to me. Like they said, "Oh, I like your accent. Where are you from?" Yeah, the States was one of my favorite. I'd say it's a great place. Well, of course, depending on the state, but I was on the east side. I came from Florida to Virginia, so um, I'd say America's great. Has great culture. They're very welcoming, and of course, in extreme cases, like talk about non-welcoming people. But yeah, I'd say I was lucky to be in where I was now, where I was in America. So America's America.
You mentioned earlier that you want to go back. You're planning to go back to school. What exactly are you taking up?
Um, I'm aiming a bit high. I plan to take up. I love mathematics and stuff, physics.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Well, good job, bro. You're a better person than me, man.
So, like for me, I kind of look at it as in like a work. Like the mathematics for me, I look at it as in like a workout for your brain. Because
Yeah,
like reading, people look at reading as in a workout for the brain, but for me, it's like mathematics is pure logic.
yeah.
There are sets of rules in mathematics that you need to use to solve a problem. And sometimes when you're given a problem, just using the rules, it solves itself. As long as you are good at copy and pasting and just good at paying attention to the detail of what you wrote before and attention to detail of what the question is, good at following the rules, good at innovatively thinking. So I plan to take up electrical engineering. However, I know that's yeah, but however, I do know that's a really hard course, and if I can't do that, then I would love to do like IT or cybersecurity or something. So yeah,
You know what they say, man. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. That's the thing about math. It's an exact science, bro. Like
Yeah, that's true.
if you like if you get a wrong number, you can look back and see exactly where you made the mistake, why it came out wrong. But
Exactly.
like, isn't that kind of hard if you plan to balance showbiz with your studies?
That's true. I I signed up to be a part-time student, so
Okay.
um,
Where will you be studying again? I'm sorry.
AMA University.
Okay, here in the Philippines already. Perfect. Yeah,
Because
that's perfect. That's perfect.
yeah, I did apply to the UK, uh, but like that was just because I didn't know if show business was gonna work.
Gonna work out. Yeah.
So yeah, I applied here now, and yeah, just I also did do a bit of studying in my gap year to make sure I was prepared, like even overly prepared for university, because like high school was just like kicking me so much bad, like
That's
overly.
good though. I like how you look at things where like high school was hard for you, so you prepare because you don't want to take the easy way out. You still want to take like hard courses in college. That just shows resiliency with you, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I took up I did online courses like Khan Academy. I even revisited some of my physics that I learned in school. Like okay, I even took it back to the basics, like Newton's second law. The normal force is equal to this and that. Friction is equal to the normal force of this and that. I took it back to the very fundamental basics, such as Newton's first, second, and third law. Um, I took mathematics back, like I even looked at back in all the way back in algebra one, and then as soon and just sharpened skills and took like learned a bit of mathematics. I actually self-taught myself calculus, like
Jeez.
yeah, because I was just kind of like enthusiastic about it, so and I think it all comes down to discipline. Like if anyone wants to get like even working out, it's basically like if anyone wants to get the fundamentals of working out, doing the push-ups, the planks, the squats, basically they can just master the body weights at home before hitting their weights at the gym.
That's
Like
true, man.
the that's what yeah that's what I think is fundamental. Like anyone can learn the fundamentals of basics in a span of 2 months if they have like I think if they have the discipline, they can improve upon that, of course.
That's the thing with working out, man. Like, it's really all discipline. Do you know what I mean? It really is. That's why it's hard because it's the only thing where nobody can help you but yourself, bro. With
That's true.
working out.
That's
Yeah,
true. Like nobody can help you but yourself, and plus not only working out but like dieting as well. That's hard as well. Just watching what you eat is, is a hard thing. But it gets easier the more disciplined you are. Like I think people have this misconception that discipline's really hard because it's going to feel like a drag each day. But like in my opinion, as long as you take it step by step, then you're gonna find that like it's just a matter of habit. To be honest with you, like the first step may be like hard as nails. Like in your first day of dieting, you're thinking, oh man, I want food, I want food, I want food. When the second day, it's like, oh wait, I want food, but it comes less hard. Third day, it's like, all right, kind of used to this, bro. So yeah,
and like you'll notice, man. It's a trend here. I don't know if it's only here in the Philippines, but I won't call it body shaming because I'm not ashamed of my body. But there's a lot of things na. There's a saying here in the Philippines where it's like, "Ang tunay na lalaki may tiyan, walang abs." Like that's not true, man. Ang lalaking may tiyan, tamad na lalaki lang yan, dude. Like they try to downplay or they try to make fun of people who are always in the gym, always working out. Like it's a stereotype that people who work out are gay or something. Like you know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. It's just
yeah,
they're just too lazy to do it themselves.
I know.
So they drag down people like us who are super determined, man. Like I always get called Johnny Bravo, but I never get called Johnny Bravo by someone who actually works out. It's someone who will get winded after going up 2 flights of stairs who makes fun of me for going out, dude. Like it's crazy. The mere fact that because they can't do it, they can't. They try to downplay, or they try to make you feel bad about doing something that they can't. And it's really crazy to me, man.
That's true. Like, why should you feel bad that's doing some good for you, and plus you're a celebrity, right? Well, you celebrity, like, why should you be penalized for something that you're doing that's good for yourself, and not only that you do it for yourself, but once you do it for yourself, you have the power to influence others to work out. And I mean, there is like, I get like body shaming, and I thought when you were talking about body shaming, you were talking about guys who didn't have like good genetics, who are kind of looked down upon, like, and shamed upon. But yeah, just like people, I mean, of course they're getting jealous of you. Like, why else wouldn't they? And it's like this sort of it's like sort of this backwards culture where they're making fun of people for working out. It's like, um, you shouldn't really make fun of. It's like maybe making fun of people who are good at math, but and then yeah, it's just. But not all ordinary. Okay, they'd rather work for their living. Not all ordinary people can afford to
That's
do that.
true. Not everybody does, but the people I see at the gym who work a regular job and still have good physiques, they're able to do it. Of course, like I said, like not everyone is gonna have the lifestyle we have, but that's really not an excuse because I see people in the gym every day who come in from work, like they still put in the time. You know what I mean? It's really there's really no excuse, man. And like Rob was saying, you can go home, you can hit the gym, you can choose to eat healthier, you can choose to not drink on the weekends. But it really is more fun to go out and party on the weekends. But it won't be the best for you. Do you know what I mean? You just have to choose. And like I said, I'm not dragging anyone, man. I don't think there's such a thing as a tunay na lalaki, dude. There's not a true man. Everyone's a man. If you like, you know what I mean? Like every man is a man. That I'm not looking down at anyone because they have a gut or anything. I'm just saying it's funny that they look down on us for
Yeah,
doing these things that we're doing.
that's true. That's true. That's true. Just people want to. Yeah, that's true. And even if it's like, yeah, that's true. People just shouldn't really look down on you for. Yeah, I guess you've experienced that a lot, and I've as like in my. I think it was in my second year of working out, or just after the first year, people started noticing like, oh wow, I'm actually quite athletic and quite good, and then people, of course, they just kind of like, ugh, look at that kid. They started calling me quote unquote try hard, and
Right?
yeah,
Because they don't
yeah,
want to try, right? They're not
exactly.
trying. So you're a try hard. It's crazy to me.
I think it's better to be a try hard, because like you're never really gonna know if you don't try at all, are you? It's like, um, I'm actually crazy fan about genetics and like studying sports genetics and stuff. I'm a crazy fan about it, and the best way to know your genetic potential is just to work out for 2 3 months, see how much you gain. It's like that's the truth. Like there's no easy way. You have
And
to.
like I don't know why we look at try hard as a negative term. Do you know what I mean? Ever since when did trying become bad, bro?
I think it's because like there's a certain threat with trying hard, so they want to, like, in my opinion, like people who are up there, they'll say to the people just trying to get up that they're trying hard, so they'll try to make other people
But if
laugh.
you think about it, bro, everyone who said that you were a try hard wasn't doing what you were doing. I've
That's
never had someone in the gym also call me a try hard because they know what it takes. They know that, you know what I mean? Every master was once a novice at what they were doing.
exactly. You're absolutely right. I knew one instance where I was trying to increase the pace of how I was running, because I saw two guys that were running really fast. I was like, okay, I want to aspire to be like that. Once, like in my first second week, um, I had prerequisites like squats, so I didn't gain muscle that fast. But I started running faster than most kids on the track because I was just aspiring to run
Run
like
fast because you were trying hard.
exactly.
That's the
And then
point, man.
and then these kids beside me, like I just run past and they're like, "Oh my gosh, such tryhards!" And I was like,
Yeah,
Heck, I'm trying. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. That's literally it. We are trying hard, man. Like, why would you try to do something half-heartedly? What's the point? Ano yung point na if you're gonna do something, you might as well do it to the best of your ability.
yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. Just do it. Yeah, do it to the best of your ability because you know you don't know because if you have there's a saying you always have to do the hard work before you become talented. Like
Yeah,
if you're a novice, you have to work your butt off just to know how to lift the barbell correctly before you can save your energy and all that stuff. You always have to do things to the best of your ability because if you don't, then you won't really get anywhere. Actually, that's true in working out. Have you ever heard the influencer Sean Neverwanji?
no, I'm not familiar.
He said that you can have your workout plans intelligently mapped out throughout the week with different exercises. But if you're just plain not training hard enough, you will not make any gains.
Yeah, that's the point, man. Like, I don't know why they're using it as an insult when you say try hard, because that's really what you have to do if you want to excel at things. You need to try hard, right?
Exactly.
The guys who try hard will always beat the person who's not trying hard.
That's true. Like, yeah, you're not wrong over there. Like, you need to you need to get out there and really apply yourself because if you don't, then you're never even gonna know if you hit it or not. So yeah, it's just people look down on this as if it's a bad thing, but it's not really. It's just they want what's best for them. They're working out for them. And
But bro, I promise you, if you ask them, like, if you wake up tomorrow, you can have a six pack. Everyone would say yes. No one would say no, bro. They just don't want to put in the work talaga eh. Like, that's just it. So they look down upon the people who do. Exactly, bro. Diba? Like, it's not easy, but and then you see someone who's doing it and you're like, how come I can't do that, man? How come he's being able to do this? It's really a form of hate, man.
yeah, I think it's a form of just investing your time in it. Actually, I think for any teenager right now, I think the two best investments are obviously school and education, right? But also getting fit because if you have that great foundation when you're young, you're going to live a much healthier and happier life when you're older. So joining sports and working out hard when you're young, like I think
I
that
want to add one more thing to that. It's learning how, I don't know the English term of this, but pakisama, dude. You have to learn how to be how to be a good person to interact with. You know what I mean? That's
exactly.
very important in life, bro. That's like you said, um, education, physicality, and social ability. I don't know, man. Let's just make that word. We'll just make that a word now. Your ability to socialize with others.
Exactly. Because like at the end of the day, like our world is built around networking and who we have interactions with, and you need to have like an edge to not look threatening to other people, I guess, or not
No,
look.
it's like, especially as a man, bro, your network of people is very important to you, because you're not going to be amazing at everything. You know what I mean? There's going to come a time where you're going to need help, and it will be how you treat others before, how people gravitate towards you. They're going to be the one, like, you're gonna eventually down the road, you're gonna need help with something in your life that someone else is good at, and it would be good that it would be good for you if you're a good person to be around, man. Like, nobody wants to help an a-hole, like, just, right? Like,
It's like investing your time to just be a plainly good person.
yeah, a person that other people can hang out with. Like, you're not a hard person to get along with.
Yeah,
Yeah. Pakisama sa Filipino treated means getting along with others. Yeah, dude, that's very important in life.
it's true. No man's an island, and I mean isolation is dangerous. So you need to have, I guess, having good relationships with friends or whatever. Socializing is social skills. It's very important.
Iba yung pakisama sa, like, pakisama is different from being a user, right? Like, you don't want to, like, be known like, oh, he's just a user. He just calls me when he needs something. That's completely different. Like I said, there'll come a time where you can need, well, you'll need someone for something, but that doesn't mean that you should only hang out with that person when you need something from them. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
the moment you need something from them should just be the icing on the cake. The cake itself should be the actual
The
relationship.
relationship that you have with them, exactly, bro. Yes.
Because yeah, that's a problem. You think that's something that a lot of young people have faced today? Like a lot of, I guess, young people, they just come to their friends when they need something, but they haven't got that closeness that they have with each other. Like, what are your opinions on that? Because I
Before, bro, that's a good question because, like, I always had this lone wolf mentality. I can do it on my own. Like, I don't need other people. But as I got older, I really did realize that you're going to need other people in life, man. Like, even if it's just someone to, like, yo, bro, can you collect? Let's hang out. I just need to blow off some steam. Even if it's just someone to vent to. Do you know what I mean? Like, you really are only as deep as the circle you hang around with, man. But then at the same time, since you're a young man, bro, I'll tell you right now, you need to curate your circle, bro. You need to make sure the people around you are positive influences in your life because you're a sum of the five people you spend the most time with, man. So if you're around people who are always just chilling, like they have no ambition in life, no goals, they don't push you to be better, they're not the type of people you want to have around, man. You know, iron sharpens iron, bro. So you want to be around people who are hungry, who have goals in life, who want to who see themselves in a place where you want to be as well, bro. It's okay to have friends for fun, like the fun time friends. That's fine. Those are many, dude. You'll find a lot of people like that. But you also want to have friends who will be like, dude, why are we going out tomorrow? Like, we have to do this, we have to do that. Like, really, you want to go to Unli K barbecue again? We just went yesterday. What happens to our diet, man? You know what I mean? You need those type of people to push you as well, bro.
that's 100% true. That's You're not wrong on that. You need people with good work ethics, and not only people who say they have good work ethics. You need people who show it. You need people who um who basically will motivate you or basically will nag you to do something because um and you also need to nag them back. It's a back and forth exchange, like um and I believe everyone's of course not strong. Like I remember moments where I've had to nag to my friends like, bro, come to the gym with me to work out. And there are moments where I've had friends and coaches
Nagi.
pushed my ass when I was like, oh, come on, push, push, push. Like, there is this lone wolf mentality that you can say you're strong enough to push yourself on your own, but to be truthful, you're only so strong. Sometimes when you just kind of flail, you're so exhausted. So there's sometimes to this point where your body or your bones are aching and your mentality is pushing you. And then sometimes even if your mentality is pushing you, other people have to push you as well, mentally, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do exactly. Like, sometimes you really burn out. It's burnout, man, and you
Yeah.
need that strength. You know, there's strength in numbers, like the Golden State Warriors logo, dude. Like, we really are. Back to what we were talking about earlier, Master Chef Curry, strength in numbers. But, like, back to what we were saying earlier, man. It's a tribal mentality. We're supposed to be in a tribe, dude. We're
Yeah,
just lucky now that we get to choose who our tribe is. You
that's true.
know, and, like, so, like, now, like, just, I guess it's like my kuya advice to you. Like, I can see you have a good head on your shoulders, man. I'm not worried about that. But like I said, it's really about who you align yourself with, who you're hanging around with. You want to make sure that these are quality people, dude. You don't want to be the only one in your group with goals and aspirations, man.
Goals. Sorry, you buffered there so I couldn't.
Oh, sorry. You don't want to be the only one in your group with goals and aspirations. You know what I mean? Like, complacency kills a lot of dreams, dude. Like, if you're comfortable, like, okay, I'm doing good here. I'm doing fine. This is all right. That will kill more dreams than failure will, bro. because failure will drive you sometimes. If you try something and then it doesn't work out, sometimes it will push you to try it again.
Mhm.
But like if you're comfortable with where you at, that's dangerous. That's a dangerous feeling, being comfortable.
I guess that is dangerous. You shouldn't be complacent. You should always have a goal, whether or not it's for your body, whether or not it's you want to schedule some time to record something, or whether or not you want to become a better actor. Um,
Yeah, dude. Like, not you're so young now. If your dreams don't scare you, you need bigger dreams, man. You're 20 years old. You're a smart kid. You're an athletic kid. You know what I mean? You already have your foot in the door in the industry. You can conquer the world, Rob. Like, especially now at such a young age, bro. Like, just keep remembering this. Keep that in your mind. Stay focused. Stay hungry. Stay dedicated, bro. There's nothing you can't achieve.
totoo, totoo na, you're absolutely giving me the right advice, and I don't know how to appreciate you in that. And
It's nothing, man. I know you do. I know you do. It's all good, bro. If you ever need anything, man, just hit me up. I got you, bro. Is there anything you want to promote before we wrap this up? Are you doing anything?
but sure, make sure to watch the Chosen One on Pi Channel. Uh, make sure you enjoy it. Make sure you enjoy the serious horror show that's coming up, and hopefully, I would also suggest that in the Kumo shop, you go buy those headlamps so that in case you want to sleep in the middle of the night with the lights on, you may do so. Um, Also, I want to thank my Rob Bombers, Rob Wanderers, Rob Wonderlads, Rob Solids, and thank you, Rob Shortcakes, and Maxine Berries. And thank you very much, Albie, for
Don't
having.
worry about it, boss.
Is it
What's your social media? Give them your social medias. Shout
my
it out.
social media is underscore Rob Blackburn. It's IG. Uh, my Kumo name is Rob Blackburn.
Follow Rob on Kumu, guys. Sa lahat ng hindi pa nakafollow kay Rob dito, just
Yes.
click his name right here. Do you have a streaming schedule, bro?
Uh, I do, but because of the shooting schedule, we're we're making alterations to it. Like
All
it used
right.
because Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I'm not allowed to release that.
All right. Never mind. You're good. Tuesday when there's something coming up. Just wait for it.
Just wait for it.
Just wait
Uh,
for it.
but yeah, because of my shooting days and my release days, I I'm not able to do Kumo on certain days I was free on anymore. So I really have to divide it up to. So yeah. Um, Also, I really thank you enough. It's an honor to be with Casino. Actually,
It's nothing, bro.
I've
You're my
seen you,
brother, bro. Don't
I've seen
worry
you
about it.
on the Wings of Love, right? You and Nadine's ex-boyfriend, and then you came. No, you came. I saw the first episode, the pilot episode, where actually you brought her flowers. You had a backup dancer, and you're like,
Yeah.
hey, where are you? Where are you? Hindi ka narinig? Pumunta sa Amerika siya. Pumunta sa Amerika siya. Ay, naku, she went to America and promised siya we'd go together. What is this? I only went to apologize to her. Now she's stuck without me. Well,
Do you have a Tagalog coach, bro?
um, opo. May Tagalog coach, pero minsan po, nag-aaral ng Tagalog self-study. So, actually, nag-download ang mga apps dito. Actually,
You know what's the best, bro? Talk to your parents, talk to your mom in Tagalog. All the apps, the language coach, you learn it best if you're talking to people, man. Trust.
mag-apply sa ano nag-aaral. You apply what you learn, you apply what you're learning.
But
Totoo.
sometimes kasi sa mga apps, sa mga ganyan, they teach you like ang lalim ng Tagalog na tinuturo dyan eh. Like they don't really use that anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, and the Tagalog, it's an ever evolving language, bro. Like now there's Forda. What the hell is that? Wala naman, they won't teach you Forda in your book, bro.
For the month,
You're
for the month.
oh for
Oh my
mm.
gosh. Parang newspeak. That's a bit like newspeak, if you know what I mean.
Yan, yeah, yeah. Si Maxine, kausapin mo si Maxine sa Tagalog. Makakatulong yan.
Actually, it's a bit like, you're aware of what's Orwellian and not, right?
Sorry, no, what?
Like newspeak. You know what newspeak is? Like, oh, okay. Like in 1984, they have this dictionary where they cut down the English language words. So
Yeah.
if they say really good, they mean double plus good.
Double plus good. It's just basta like magagets mo yan. Iba yung Tagalog, dude. Like it forever evolves, man. That's why it's so hard to make a Tagalog dictionary, diba? Like for the is literally for and the, but like a Filipino way of saying it, you know. And yeah, like uh, if in your Tagalog, a book might mean aklat, but nobody says that anymore. Like no one
Akala
says
ko libro.
aklat, diba?
Akala ko libro. No,
Libro is the newer one. Yeah,
libro.
like that's what libro.
Grabe.
Oy, I say aklat. Talaga ba? People still say
So,
aklat.
so you can. I'm also wanting to invite people to the Pi Register on September 17th. Yeah, Aklat. Um, yeah, Aklatuber, bookish YouTuber, Aklatuber. Pero
Mas
anyway,
malalim ang aklat. Totoo, mas malalim ang aklat. Yeah.
it's a parang ever-evolving language. Parang nag-aaral ako, nagbagong maraming words actually. Akala ko Bisaya at Tagalog, iba pang language.
Magkaiba yun. Magkaiba pa yun, dialect pa yun. You know what's hard kasi with the Filipino language, bro? You can have the, if you read it, if you pronounce it different, it will mean exactly a different term. So like for example, if I say bayad na, that means it's already paid for. But if I say bayad na, that means you have to pay now. Do you know what I mean? But it's exactly the same. If you read it on text, it's the same. It's spelled the same, bayad na or bayad na. It's just how I enunciate the word that changes, bro. But then at the same time, you know what I mean? It's exactly the same word. It's written the exact same way, but it's a completely different meaning.
Or if you say baba, like
Bababa, bababa. Diba? You can have a conversation with someone saying just BA. Crazy, bro.
yeah, crazy world, crazy world.
Crazy, crazy.
It's like
Anyway, my brother, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm gonna have to chop this up into like three parts. We were talking for an hour and 45 minutes, bro. I didn't
yeah,
even realize. I had such a good conversation. Thank you, bro. I'll have you back on for sure. We have a lot more to talk about. This isn't the end, you know what I mean? We just had a little warm up. Talking to you now made me realize that I gotta have you on again. We'll do a lot more next time, okay?
for sure. All
Thank you,
right,
my brother. Good luck on everything. Remember what I said, bro. Dream big, dream hard, bro. You can take over the world. I'm telling you this for real, man.
salamat. All right, thank you very much for having me. I'm very honored, and yeah, thank you so much. It means a lot. That like as soon as you DM me, I was like, "You want me on your podcast?" I was like, "Damn, what the heck? No way! This guy, Ali wants me on." Oh, like, of course, without a doubt, yeah, bro.
I
But
appreciate you, my brother.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right.
Regards again to your dad and to your sister. Take care, bro.
All
I'll
right.
see you around.